227. 227. I think this is all good. No one else is expected. Okay, let us chant them. Om Shahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Virvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, may Brahman protect us both, the teacher and the student, equally. May he enable us to share the benefit of the learning equally. May we be equally strong to grasp the meaning of the learning. May the learning be equally fruitful to us. May we never be jealous of each other. Peace, peace, peace. So we have read the other day, verse number 6, and it has been said that I am now going to explain to you this subject. What is the subject? Which is very secret, and that is the eternal Brahman, and also that what happens after death. That was the question. So the spiritual question, which is the major question of this Kathopanishad, is that Nachiketa wanted to know, is there any life after death? Some say it is, some say it is not. So he wanted to know for certain that what is the truth behind. So this chapter entirely, these 4-5 verses what we read, is talking of the glory of the Atman and its existence, and it is everywhere. It says that self, which is Suchishad, Vashuam, Tarikshashad, everywhere. It is in the sun, in the air, Vayu. It is in the sacrificial fire. It is Soma Rasa, so it is everywhere. That Atman is everywhere. And the self, when directs the vital prana breath upward, and it also directs the breath downward, the self is in the heart, and the yogis meditate on it, in the heart. All the sense organs perform their respective duties. Why? Because of it. As if they are honoring this Atman. And verse number 4 we read when on page 142, when this embodied self gets detached from this body we have, when it gets detached from this body and leaves the body behind, then what remains there? That's the question. What remains? If that embodied self who has taken this body as its cage, its home, its house, when it leaves and the body behind, then what remains? Someone will say nothing remains. Yes, this truly is not nothing, but this is the self, O Nachiketa, you asked about. So it is a wonderful way of speaking, that you are thinking of that which is Atman, we are asking about that. Yes, that is truth. That prana, apana functioning, and because of that functioning, this body is functioning. When that prana kriya stops, the body remains here. Then what happens? What remains? Nothing remains. We can say nothing remains, according to Buddhistic idea. And Vedanta will say, oh, that is that. What remains is that which cannot be extracted, which cannot be added, which cannot be cut to pieces, it cannot be removed. So that is that truth you are asking. And the fifth verse what we read, that's also on page 143. No mortal being can survive by this vital breath. You can think I am this vital breath. Only by that you are surviving. If there is no consciousness behind, how can you survive? This vital breath is called the prana. But what is the pranasya prana? Who is behind the vital breath? That is the Atman. Without that, no one can breathe. But we think I am breathing. But who is that I breathing? Therefore, no praneno, no apaneno, marto jivati kaschana. Marto, this mortal being as we are, no mortal being survives like that by the prana and apano. This breathing, all the other five actions of the air inside the body. Five prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana, these five functions. By that no one survives. But Upanishad says, itarenoti jivanti. But people are alive because of something else is there. And what is that else? And that is that itarenoti jivantu. Just mean etau upasito, on which, that's something on which they are dependent. All this prana and apana functioning is possible because of that. So you cannot catch, Vedantic idea is that Atman or Brahman cannot be just indicated like this. Because if you indicate like that, then it becomes limited. So it can be only pointed out. But pointed out does not mean whatever I point out, that is the ultimate truth. I am indicating something. It is to be indicated. One will have to use his or her own thought and brain to understand this truth. So no mortal being can survive by his vital breath, prana or apana. There is something else that sustains him. On this something, both prana and apana depends. So who is any intelligent guy? He or intelligent person will understand. Itoreino tu jivanti. This is a very beautiful meditation. Every day we can meditate. These are verses. Upanishad is called always verse for meditation. It says, na praneno na panena, not by prana and not by apana. Apana, prana, you remember. Prana is called that vital energy as air flowing. We call that man is alive. He's breathing. Oh, he breathed last. His breath stops. No? When breathing stops, then we feel that person is going to die. So the death is dependent on prana then only. And apana is also important. Apana means excretion. The energy which air you push downward for excretion. So that is the apana. So by prana and apana, no one can survive. But itoreno, something else is there behind, which is the cause of the movement of the prana and apana, which makes the prana and apana work. That is the question you have asked to Nachiketa. Find out that one. That means what he's saying, taking us from the physical body aspect. Physical body is just a flesh and bone and mass of some congregation. So long energy is induced into it, we call it is alive. And that energy is the pranic energy or the apana energy or the five vital energies of the udana, samana, vyana energy. That is not the, so annamaya to pranamaya. No one lives by annamaya, the physical flesh bone eating food, this, that. Gross. 5 elemental things. But go one step down or inward, it is the prana, by which the vital air we see the effect of that. No, not that, but something else. He is not saying what is that. He is saying just find out. Something else is there which is the cause of this prana and apano, and prana and apano are established on that reality. That is the Atman. Now, 6th verse we read. Hanta taidam pravakshyami guhyam brahma sanatanam yatha cha maranam prapyo atma bhavati gautama. O Gautama. Gautama means Gautam Rishi's son. Hanta. Hanta means he is very happy. In Sanskrit, when they use the word Hanta, Hanta means I am very happy now to tell you what? Idam pravakshami. Now I shall tell you. What shall I tell? Gujam, the secret. What is the secret? Brahma. That Brahman which is the secret. And Sanatanam. It is secret and it is there. It is Sanatan all the time, through all eternity. That truth is there. Brahma Sanatanam. And Yathacha Maranam Prapyo. And also what happens to the self after death. Yatha Maranam Prapyo, when one gets to Marana, or death. Atma, that Atma. Jatha Bhavati, what happens to that Atma? O Gautama, I will tell you that. That means, O Nachiketa, the son of Gautam Rishi, Gautama. So I will tell you, explain to you this subject of the secret and eternal Brahman. That is the secret. What is secret? That is the eternal Brahman. And also what happens to the self. You are talking about the self. What happens to that self after? Self means, look at that small self. Yathacha Atma Bhavati Gautama. Our main concern starts with the Atma, Jivatma. First of all, I feel this way. This is the Jivatma. So what happens to the Jivatma? Then will come the Paramatma. Jivatma stands on Paramatma. Understand? What is Jivatma? Individual soul. Individual soul as I am, as you are now. This Atma is associated with the body and the senses. That's why that Jivatma is working through this body, through this house. When this house is left, what happens to that Jivatma? This is the question. And Nachiketa had these two questions. What happens to a person who after dies? Some say it is there, it is not there. So it is said Jivatma is there. Jivatma will remain there. That's one point. But this Jivatma is not all. The Jivatma is established on what? And that is the Sanatan Brahma. So I will tell you both two things together. So that much we did. Now let us read the 7th verse today. Yoni manne prapadyante shariratya dehinaha sthanumanne manushanyanti yatha karma yatha shrutam yatha karma yatha shrutam. Some embodied souls, depending on their work and knowledge, have a body again, going through the process of rebirth. But in some cases, the body may be immobile, such as a tree. What is saying? That some embodied souls, majority of the embodied souls, depending on their work, sharirataya, to take another sharira, another body. Dehina, anne dehina, some other embodied being, Unnedehina, Jatha karma, Jatha sutam, as is their karma, and depending on their karma, as is their knowledge. Shruti means what you listen from the Guru, that is called the Vidya or knowledge. Today all of us are sleeping. What is the matter? We have taken good foods. So some depending on their work, where one will be born, that is very important. How one will be born, that's a important point. That it is sthanumanne, some become like a sthanu. Sthanu means not moving, non-moving. Like plant, trees, stone, which does not move by natural, like human being or insects or animals, they can move by themselves. So here, some embodied souls, jatha karma, as is their karma. You did a good karma. You are born in another body, divine body. You can go to heaven. That's called devata, godly bodies. One did something bad karma, goes to Ashura body, or go to the painful space. It's a mental space. All these planes are all mental. Your dream, when you suffer in your dream or you enjoy in your dream, is not in your mind only. All your enjoyment is going in the mental level. So these planes, according to karma, when this body drops off, that subtle body, that is the embodied being who takes a body, that soul goes according to the karma, good karma, bad karma, and into some another house, you can say, some other another engine. That's why I give the when you discard your old car and then you get another car, another model, another car. So similarly, it discard this and enter into that. But some do not live into the human being like that or movable uh, life, but they become like, it's called the bad karmas. They do some bad karmas. Because you see, we have our freedom, no? Some problem comes here, we move from one place to another. Look at that. Now fire is burning everything. Poor trees have no freedom to move an inch. They just stand still and get burnt. Wind is blowing. You have to toss like that. You have no freedom. But we human beings, we get out, we run away, we have built our houses, we build some protective measure. So this is the possibility of the even insect, even microbes. You find that there is some undesirable thing, they move into another area, trying at least to survive. So, but in that is the immobile state, such as a tree. Here, Joma is explaining to Nachiketa what happens to an individual after his death. It is his work and knowledge that determines his destiny. By knowledge and work, two things. Not only work, but his knowledge, thinking. He takes, you think that, okay, I am done with this type. Achha, why this light is off suddenly? It is as if it's a very holy situation. Or and put everything up, the highest point. Now you see better? That's so good.
The light of the Atman is shining now.
So it is the work and knowledge both determines. Not only work, work with knowledge, work without knowledge. It has far distinction. Suppose you kill somebody. You didn't know, you are going and you just throw something and it hits someone. It is not your intention. But with the intention, if you do, that has a different karmic effect. No, that's why in the courthouse, They try to find out what intention. Oh, he was a drunk. He was addicted to certain situations, so he did. Okay, his punishment could be reduced. Is it not? And if he does intentionally planning for so many days, and yes, he did it, then punishment goes more, as in the society. So it is also so. If you do with knowledge and jnana and karma, both should be, and also spiritual practice. You are doing only ritual, ritual, ritual. It will not bear fruit. But you are doing the ritual and also understand what you are doing. With the knowledge, if you do, then your work becomes much more beneficial, fruitful, and reasonable. So jnana and karma, that's why they are saying, according to their karma and according to their knowledge. Mere performance of work will not mean a exclusive reason for getting into another body, but the knowledge part is also important. He may again be born as a human being, or he may be born as anything, something immobile, such as a tree. That is, Mother is inspiring us. First you do unknowingly, then your heart will reveal the truth. Those who do practice, they don't understand anything. I have seen many people just chanting. That is the tradition of India. In the childhood, they don't understand anything of the Upanishad. The teacher only pushes their hand and they go know all the Upanishads, all the Vedic mantras. And as they mature, as the meaning reveals in the heart. Because mind becomes pure. Because of the holy mantra's power. So, Gita, somebody has read not many bhastas and things, they didn't clear out. But even every day doing, it's its own effect. You understand the meaning whenever you are uttering something. So that is the effect. And it needs rigorous practice. Why mother gives? Mother is mother. Mother wants everyone to be happy. Otherwise they will not do. That's why I say do whatever you understand or not understand. Understanding will come. If you do half-heartedly or no thinking in that object, even if you do, because these are spiritual truths and it's embedded and impregnated into it, so by practice unconsciously, Ishta mantra also. Ishta mantra will have its own effect, but you will not feel that. The effect is going on, you will not feel. To feel, you need to understand the meaning. If you don't understand the meaning, you repeat the mantra, but you will not enjoy it. You are eating some food. If you're not eating with knowledge, you don't enjoy what you're eating. Gulping. And finish gulping and food is finished. But you know, and its composition, and its what is the item inside and how it is done, or release the food with full attention. That is the mantra and its meaning. If you don't do, you will not enjoy that. So that's why it will take long time. But to enjoy the food, you need to have knowledge and also the food itself. So karma, action, not only putting the food into the mouth, but what you are eating, you give the patience and understand I am taking a good food, this, that, release it, then that is called the enjoyment of spiritual life. Japa everyone does, that will a state will come on automatically. It is not that you have to make much effort of that. But if you, with the knowledge, Patanjali says, Mother is contradicting Patanjali, Tana. Patanjali says, Tajjapa tadartha bhavanam. Do the japa and also think. Mother is only pulling us down, up, so that we do that, and in time it will happen. But intelligent people don't wait for that. Intelligent people will do together. So, I am reading the Chinmayananda Swami's translation. It says, some page 213, 213. Some souls enter the womb to have a body. Others go to the plants. How? Just according to their work and according to their knowledge. Sthanu means immovable. Hence, it may mean either the vegetable kingdom or it may also mean the inert world of stones and slabs. No much difference between stones and slabs and the item of the tree. Stone and slab, little more dumb.
Is it more jada?
Jada, yeah.
The tree is not jada.
That's why in the stone there is prana. Energy is there.
But the matter of
It is expression is much less comparison to the human being.
In Ahalya's case, when Ramawas came and touched her, and she came alive.
Yeah. That you can say mythical, too much mythical, but modern science, if you say a stone, yes, stone is stone, but to the eye of a scientist, it is all energy. It has this, and it has its sensitivity, depending on that. A fine, very fine. When human being, you touch a pin, then you can feel the sensation. Oh my God, it's a pin pricking. Put that pin in a tree's body, it feels very little, it is not. But you take a sword and cut it, you can see the vibration there, fear element in the tree. Then similarly in the stone, you take a big hammer and strike, a little. Then put a blast, bomb. It will have a different sensation. So it is all the degree that it is there. It is often claimed in an unwarranted optimism that a being having been born once into human form will not, whatever be the atrocities he might commit during his lifetime, go down so much in the ladder of evolution as to reach the bottommost level of mere stones. There are even spiritual perceptors, not preceptors, that's it is perceptors there again, anyhow. Even spiritual preceptors who also support this optimistic view to encourage this. The Chinmaya Swami says, gives an optimistic view that you will never go down, don't do bad karma. Go on, it will move on. To his disciples, and emphatically assert that having once come to the taking incarnation as human being, that individual will not on any score degrade himself into such a low level as that of the animal life, or will ever come to exist in the inert rocks. This false optimism is smoothed by the opening statement of the Upanishad in the mantra. Also, in the Chandogya Upanishad, or there is a statement that those who do extreme bad karma, they are born in the body of a Kitova, Masakova. They are born in the body of a mosquito body, or Keto, an insect body. And at least such a degradation from human birth to that life, but it is not for long. It is to wipe out the bad karma. He goes to that and then comes back again. As I give the example always, it is easy. You are driving in the freeway and you make an exit suddenly in any way. And then after finishing that exit, whatever experience, then you come back again.
Swami, how do kidas and mosquitoes work on karma and erase that? What is the scope of working?
Working means that bad experience to the body.
But surely every birth is...
Suppose if I am to be born as a mosquito, then I will understand what is difficulty in mosquito life.
But by the same theory, how do lower forms of life, within the scheme of karma, I'm asking the question, animals, for example, work up to a human body. Do they go about doing charitable deeds? Are they better than other dogs or lions? I mean, how do they go up?
Go up by your good thought. Is it? Jatha karma, jatha jnanam.
But from the animal level, how do you work?
Animal level, you see the animal, look at the animal. There are ferocious animal, there are loving animal. Even in the same category of animal, suppose there are any animal, say dogs. You see how one dog is so kind, very soft, very caring. Another, you see, it's different. In every, and because it is in a continuous evolution going on the mental level. And through the experiences of life, it changes. And it is a self-teaching. You did that, you are not satisfied. You human being, we can analyze, oh, I did that, I didn't get the result. But in real life, even I don't have that analytical mind, but unconsciously it generates that feeling. Suppose I put my finger, even an animal putting the finger in the fire, unconsciously, why the animal world tries to get away of the fire. No karma is generated there, but it is the experience unconsciously create their mental change. So I think that karma normally is uh, all the time improving, going through different grades. What you call degradation, that's also an experience.
Could there be an evolution that is at the lower level before one reaches a human state? Could the evolution not be based on ethics at all, like being a good dog or a bad dog?
No,
but can it just be that this Brahman, which at one level seems to have this insatiable appetite for life, this lust for life, has satisfied that experience and then moves on? Could that be?
That is, no, a karma theory is an explanation, but you can do without that karma theory also. Swamiji says it is not the final say about the creation, but among most of the theories, this is one of the important theory. You can accept it. Yeah, you can, what you say, that's also true. But it is as is, the mechanism is like that. Our experience to have this, have that, have that, have that, have that. Similarly, in every state of life, they have their subject. Human being, we have our subjects of attachment where we find joy, peace. A cat has his world of cat world. A dog has his dog world. No, every stage of evolution, there is a world of their own. Yes.
In answer, in a way, her question, I would wonder if it would be efficacious to think. I always, when I have spiders or cats or dogs or anything, low-life animal thing, I throw a mantra right into their face and I get a good mantra. I say, now go get a better life.
Good.
And they're exposed to something. It has to lift them in some way.
Yeah, good. See, this is the way they are good karma because there are so many insects, so many spider. No, so many spider in the world. But you know, this spider has a good fortune. Someone is chanting mantra for him. So it is karma. Otherwise,
in the pet store, and they're parakeets and parrots.
Right.
One
True.
give it to you. If you have some higher vibrations,
Yeah.
subjected to it, something has to happen.
And that we are reading today. When you have a good fortune, then holy company comes. We are reading in our afternoon Bhagavat class. Whenever you have a good fortune, then holy company comes to you and it gives a boosting.
I would be holy company to a rat, wouldn't I?
Why not? A holy man can be anywhere. Anywhere will be, because their prayers always for the suffering, for the needy, no, it will help. And also their karma, that's why they are getting connected. The karma theory is such explanation that we can say fate, we can say karma. And also we sometimes make a synonym, fate and karma together. Somebody says, oh, my fate. Then what can I do? I cannot change it. My what has been I did is happening now. That's why karma theory's importance is that what has happened, don't worry about that. What you are doing, how you can improve it and change your whole life, course of life. That's the point.
You cannot change the karma.
No, but you can change the next life. That's that karma theory's purpose is that. What is past you have nothing can do. It is out of your hand. But what you are doing now, you can change your all direction. Not in this life. But psychologically, because as I say, your trajectory has been fixed. You threw your stone, boom, it is out of your hand. And the stone is moving now here at the age of 50 years here, 60 years here. You cannot say, hey, 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 why are you here? Go on the other side. It will not move because you already, momentum is set with that. But during this state thinking of the ultimate truth, I will be above all these sufferings. It will not affect me, it will not touch me. That is the theory of karma.
This is what the Jivan Muktas do. They
Yeah.
stop all the stones that
Yeah.
they threw in mid-air
Hmm.
because they free themselves. Their state of mind is changed.
Yeah, right.
So it doesn't really matter where that stone
Yeah,
falls.
but the stone is going through the suffering, maybe, the body stone, bad time, good time, but they are not identifying. That is the karma they have done. Our all spiritual practice ends in that way. How the body will function, mind will function, I will be not affected by it. That is the purpose of this. So, in the sixth month of the, already you have a clear indication of the law of karma and the doctrine of reincarnation, when Nachiketa stated, like corn the mortals decay, and like corn they are born again. In this mantra also, the Upanishad speaks definitely supporting the law of karma and the doctrine of reincarnation. The ego center, after the death of the body, remains intact in the form of an idea until it comes again to fix the relationship with another form. This relationship of this form to another form. Ego is the connecting link. Ego was connected with this, ego goes to the other. And along with the ego, all the subtle body moving from here to there. That which helps the floating ego to choose its next rende. What is rendezvous?
You're meeting.
Acha. Why this strong word? Acha.
French, Swami.
French, acha. That gives, yeah. Yeah, that's good. For intelligent people, they can understand better. In its next rendezvous, rendezvous, is the sum total of the reaping it has to make the new form in the new field of things and circumstances. Indeed, there is no philosophical concept so tight in logic and so true in reason as the law of karma, which is a special blessing enjoyed only by the Hindu community. Law of karma, actually, others don't believe, because Buddhism and Hinduism, they believe in the law of karma and reincarnation. I think he is mentioning that. But law of karma, in a way, Judeo-Christian religion also believe. That's why the eternal hell or heaven, those they say, that is the effect of their karma. No? I think so. It should not be exclusively law of karma. Maybe not in exclusively the way Hindus understand, but they accept it. Unfortunately, as a result of our criminal neglect of the study of our own scriptures, if we have come to read in the law of karma only a repetition of the sapless philosophy of the law of destiny, it is indeed not the fault of the Upanishad. It probably it's properly understood. Law of karma gives into our individual hands the privilege. This is the point. The law of karma gives into our individual hands the privilege and might to carve out our own destinies to be lived by us in the days to come. Normally, people make karma theory as a fate, as there is no hope for me. The star is here, star is there, this planet is here. It will happen. I cannot do anything. And then you cry and weep, okay. So don't do anything then. But that is not karma theory. Yes, it is there, maybe consequential, but it is nothing. I will have to rise above that. And I have the potential power to do that. That is the karma theory. Yatha karma, according to the karma, quality of the actions performed in the past, we shall have a future existence in a form and in a set of circumstances necessary to reap the required quality of reaction in the form of experiences. So, whatever I desire, after leaving this body, I will have to go to a place or an environment, select an environment where my wish will be fulfilled. Huh? If I want to eat pizza, so I will have to go to a pizza shop. Hmm? I will have to be born there. Born means I drive myself or go there and then enjoy that. That is the purpose in physical world. Similarly, when this body is gone, but the subtle body is there, the subtle body desire to have certain particular experience. So we will have to go to a place which is congenial for that. It makes sense. That's why don't blame anyone. We choose our life. But when we have selected that, we didn't think that way. That it will also have some bad things. Bad experiences will come in our life. We didn't think that time. We thought that only I will go and eat some pizza. But who expected that in the traffic you will fall into traffic and then you will have some accident in the path to going to the shop. So we didn't plan that way, but it happens. That's why karma is gahana. Gahana karma no gati. And yathasutam means according to knowledge. The future lives are dependent not only upon the actions committed in the past, but also by the degree of the knowledge of the reality we have gained and in and through our living their reactions. Now, next verse is 8th verse. Yaisha shupteshu jagarti ya shupteshu jagarti kamam kamam purusho nirmimanaha kamam kamam purusho nirmimanaha tadeva shukrang tad brahma tadeva shukrang tad brahma tadevamritamuchyate tadevamritamuchyate tasmin lokaha shrita sarve tasmin lokaha shrita sarve tadu natteti kaschana tadu natteti kaschana etadvaitat etadvaitat. So Yaisha Shupteshu Jagarti. Ya means that person who, Esha in this, Shupteshu, while we are asleep, Jagarti remains awake. The Purusha who remains awake, shaping all sorts of objects of desires into dream, even while we are asleep. No, you have the other book. When all beings are asleep, there is one being who remains awake and who goes on producing one desire after another along with their objects. It is this being who is pure, who is Brahman, and who is also referred to as immortal. He is the support of all the worlds. Nothing can surpass him. This truly is the self that Nachiketa was asking about. Huh? Joy Ishwar, it's a beautiful verse. Big explanation is also there. Sukteshu, while we are asleep, Jagarti. When we are supto, when we are not aware of the truth, he is aware. So that person in us who is aware, when even we are asleep, that means go to our sleep state. 3 states. I say, now I see, I hear. I know someone in me is observing all this experience. No? When you dream also, you say, I had a dream, this, that. You can understand there is somebody. But when I go to sleep, even then someone is awake. Jagarti. Kamam, according to different desires, that Purusha, that I, what he does? Nirmimana is shaping. It creates another Desire, according to desire, gets another body. Tat eva, that is very shukram. Shukram is pure. That is the pure self. And that is the Brahman. Tat eva shukram tad brahma. That is called Brahman. That is called Shukram. So what do we get it? First point, that person who is sushupteshu jagrati. When I get into sleep, even then that consciousness remains awake. And mixed with them together, kamam purusho nirmimano. Then it creates another body, another body, another body. Because of the Atman mixed with this together, that is the Jivatman. Suddhatma, but that is the Suddhatma who is the witness of all, even your sleep time. When you are sleeping, that witness consciousness we call, that is the Shukram. Shukram is the pure, stainless. Tadeva Brahma, that is called the Brahman. Tadeva Amritam, that is the immortal reality. It has been said like that. And Tasmin Lokaha Sita, on that eternal reality, all the lokas, all the different planes of existence. Hindus have 14 planes. So all the different planes, Bhur, Bhuva, Swa, Maha, Jana, Tapa, Sutta, Tala, Tala, Sattu, Tala, Tala, Sutala, Patala, Tala, Tala, like that. 7 below, 7 up. We are only living in the gross world, it is Bhu. Bhuva is another higher mental plane. It's much vaster. But Hindus have the concept of reality, apparent reality, so vast. And that's why Brahman can never be conceptualized. So this, Tasmin Loka Srita, all the lokas are established on that. And Sarve Tadu no Apteti. No one can cross that. No one can get beyond that. But that is the highest. No one can. He is the substratum of all this. And, oh Nachiketa, that is the question you have asked for, that Brahman. So, Yama now starts on the page 146 bottom. Yama now starts to explain Brahman. He had promised to Nachiketa that he would do so and also tell him what happens to a person after death. Both questions are difficult, but the first is more difficult. This is why Yama has so long been discussing the second question. Now he turns to the first question. It is a common experience that when we sleep, we have all kinds of dreams that make no sense at all. For instance, we dream we are being chased by a tiger and are running as fast as we can. Is this not an absurd experience? How can we be running when we are lying in the bed? And how can there be a tiger in our room? These are all mental constructions. This shows that the mind can act independent of the body. This is a very great theory. We think that only mind works through the body, but mind can work minus the body. That's why after death, that is the point. After death, that mind enters into another body. But sometimes we also have dreamless sleep. What happens to the mind? We do not know. But obviously, the mind is at rest. And this shows that there is something beyond the mind that sustains the body-mind complex. This something is the self, small self, which is always awake. No, it should be capital then, actually. Which is always awake and which is in conjunction with the ignorance, holds the body and mind together and makes them work at its will. In other words, the body and the mind are tools of the self. Body and mind are the tools of the unchanging self. This book also we'll read, and then if you have any question, few minutes. The Purusha who remains awake, shaping all sorts of objects of desires into dreams, even while we are asleep, verily that is the pure, the Brahman, and that is all called the immortal. In that rests all the worlds, and none can transcend that. This verily is that which you asked, O Nachiketa. The waking state world of sense objects and their cognition are not possible without the presence of the pure intelligence within the body. So too, we have already found that the dream world would not have any available for an experience had it not been again lit up by the very same intelligence. That we know, we discuss again and again. Huh? Behind our day-to-day experience, there is some conscious witness consciousness. When you go to dream, there is some conscious witness of the dream. That's why I say I dreamt. And even similarly, when you go to sleep, there is some conscious intelligence. We call intelligence or conscious witness self. So, and that's why I say the intelligence continuously illumines for us the idea of I do not know. Thus, pure intelligence, that is the big self, even remains as a witness of the three states. It is neither awake, nor does it ever dream, nor does it ever sleep. In its presence, the three different states plays the relay race. In the Kena Upanishad, we have made this point amply clear that with the analogy of a street lamp. The light of the street lamp illuminates everything that comes into the pool of light. It may illumine at one time a honeymooning couple singing and dancing in their newfound joy of physical companionship. At another moment, it may light up a drunken party laughing and dancing in their intoxication. And yet, at another moment, it might light up a mournful procession of a sad funeral pyre. In all the three cases, the light of the street lamp is neither happy as a honeymoon couple or nor a drunk as the revelers, nor sad and sorrowful as the bereaved in the funeral procession. So the light remains unaffected. So the consciousness remains unaffected. When the day consciousness, day procession is going on, when the night procession goes on in the sleep, and when the sleep procession goes, that light has no attachment, no likings, dislikings. It only, whatever comes, it illumines the thing. You can meditate this way. That is, there is the consciousness always, no? It has no judgment. The Atman has no judgment. Pure Atman remains always detached. Only it illumines whatever comes in front, in Maya, in ignorance. Similarly, the intelligence that reigns with us illuminates for us the world of waking state, the world of dream state, and that of the sleep state, without itself ever undergoing any of these experiences. Lord Death is now trying to point out to his disciple Nachiketas what the self is through a consideration and in terms of the experiences known to the student during the present existence in the world of ignorance. A schoolmaster knows that the best way to start teaching a student addition or subtraction is not by directly making the child play with a numerical figure, but to make him understand the idea of addition through familiar objects. Thus, it is very well known that a schoolmaster always takes examples from the child's own life. Supposing you have 10 mangoes, starts the master, and your friend have taken 5 mangoes. How many mangoes are there with both between you and him? This question is asked by the master, not for this purpose of keeping the mango counting, but to make the child understand the greater principles of arithmetic through what is called the familiar, what is already familiar to the child. So these examples are all given to just unintelligent people like us to make us intelligent. These examples are all useless. This world is not created at all. But yes, it is created. This awakened state is here. Who is observing this? Hey, think that. So we bring these instances. Oh, dream world is there. How do you see in the dream world? Bringing that concept. Oh, in the sleep also. You see, you say, I slept well. Who says that? That is there. So we are bringing all these three-state awareness and analysis to ignorant children who have not matured yet. Similarly, the Upanishad text always adopt the method of raising a seeker into the highest realms by explaining to him the truth absolute in which he is well versed at the moment of his approach to the feet of his teacher. At this point of time where you stand, who is an ideal teacher, you know? He can go down to the student's condition. Where is that student? That's why good teachers don't give the same instruction to everyone. In spiritual life, no good teacher will teach the same teaching which he gives to the grade 1 and to the 10th grade boy. No, he is not a teacher then. He will have to go down to the student's condition and intelligence and understanding ability, give same types of example which the grade 1 boy, grade 2 or grade 3rd student, 3rd grade can understand, and a 10th grade can understand in that level. But you cannot throw same example for everyone. But what happens for the reading our books? We get it all together. And when we get all together, we jumble up. And then we say, hey, this is contradiction, that is contradiction. Nothing is contradiction. Ramakrishna also said, according to our growth. So no human can be unaware of the three planes of consciousness through which he daily passes, namely waking, the dream state and the deep sleep. If now teacher approaches us and explains to us that there is one constant illuminating factor in the presence of which alone the experiences of the three planes of consciousness become real and cognizable for us, it must necessarily be easy for us to feel for ourselves intuitively this factor, the eternal self. Since the self is not polluted by our criminal intentions, low lustful desires, jealousies and selfishness of our life, just as the street light, the Atman as the sole witnessing factor is indeed ever Shukram, that is pure. The rest of the words, the mantra, stands explained by themselves to all those who have followed our detailed commentary so far. Okay, so here it ends. So, whole of this text, wherever you read, some people will say, this is useless book, because what you get new everything. Every day they are talking about the same thing round and round and round. And people may say, are you so fool? Why are you saying the same thing every day? Baba. It takes 50 years, 60 years, 70 years to enter a little 1 inch, half inch, quarter inch, 50, 60, 70 years it takes. Whatever we can do, what can we do? As many times we hear, it still remains to be, it remains a question to be realized. Intellectualization is complicated. When we intellectualize it, we confuse it. And how much intelligence is to be added to it, how many analysis is to be done, how much meditation is necessary on the truth. That's why the Vedanta is actually very simple. You will not get anything in the whole Vedantic text. Panchakosha vichar, avasthatraya sakshi. If you 3 states of our awakening, dream and sleep, analysis of that, and Panchakosha, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manamaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. Repetitive word comes again and again, nothing more than that. I don't find anything in the scripture. Only talking big things and in different way, different language, different this. But boil down to one point, one point. Who is the consciousness? What is the consciousness? Witness consciousness. Oh, who witnesses? And now go on. Jiva Shakti, this Shakti, technical name, that, Vivartavada, this Bada, that Bada, Jato Bada, all these Badas and things, all a Bad. Delete. And then all delete, what will remain, that will remain. And that is Shunna or Purna, whatever you say. You say Shunna, oh, that's okay. It is Purna, full, that's also okay. Whatever. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Panam Astu.